As an active Twitter user, one of the #1 things I was seeing on my timeline and of course on the trending topics was Euphoria. Now, I knew Zendaya was in it and I had never seen anything with her before, but somehow I was already a fan of hers.
The synopsis was simple: a look at life for a group of high school students as they grapple with issues of drugs, sex, and violence.
But I don't think anything, and I mean anything, prepared me for the super dark and twisted show it turned out to be.
Euphoria centered on Rue, played by Zendaya, a young drug addict who recently overdosed and is in the process of trying to beat her addiction. She ends up falling for her new friend Jules, but Jules also has a secret of her own. She slept with an older married man who just happens to be the father of Nate Jacobs, the football star of the school, and also the guy Jules accidentally falls in love with. Meanwhile, their circle of friends have tons of drama of their own, from secret lives as porn stars to struggling with their own sexual identity to domestic violence and more. Euphoria grabs every possible scenario, weaves it into the series, and what you get is a very dramatic, shocking, and unapologetic show.
HBO has always been very daring and very risky when it comes to their programming, so it's no surprise that they pulled out all the stops for their first ever teen drama series.
The whole storyline with Nate's dad I think was the worst and darkest. It made me uncomfortable and sad because one person's secret essentially destroyed and damaged a child who ended up becoming a bad person, and the relationship between Nate and his dad is just nerve-wracking to watch.
This, along with some of the other secrets, made me super paranoid because every character was hiding something. They were all hiding this deep, dark secret. And see, I'm that person that when I watch a TV show, I start getting all of these crazy ideas in my head. I start thinking that everyone in my real life is secretly hiding a dark secret. And so this show made me super paranoid.
The other aspect of the show that I loved was Zendaya's portrayal of Rue. As I mentioned earlier, I had never seen her act. I really only knew her as a celebrity, someone you just know. And let's face it, I love her fashion sense. But given her background with Disney, that's what made me interested in wanting to watch.
I had heard that it was totally different from anything she had ever done before, and that's what made me curious to watch this show.
I like that even though Rue was a drug addict, had a troubled past, had troubled thoughts, still had a layer of innocence to her, but that she was also able to portray the part of Rue that wasn't always the best person to be around.
When it came to the ending, I had no idea how they were going to go about things. I kind of wasn't as surprised with the ending as maybe a lot of people were, because Rue essentially relapses after 3 months, but I think as a viewer, I kind of already expected that, because if not, how else were they going to keep the show going? So I did expect a relapse at some point. Now, one of the things I did think was going to happen was I thought we were going to find out the truth about Nate's dad, or do you guys remember when they were having the fight between Rue and her mom, and her sister was kind of just like watching and she was like very upset about it? I also thought that maybe something was going to happen to her little sister and kind of, you know, she was going to have to live with that guilt. So those were the two things I thought were going to happen in the ending. So I guess I'm just going to say that I was not as surprised with the ending as maybe a lot of other people were. Overall, if you guys are looking for a dark show, and I mean a very dark show, Euphoria might definitely be right up your alley. I even thought it was darker than 13 Reasons Why, and that's saying a lot because 13 Reasons Why is very, very uncomfortable during certain parts. So, let me know what you guys thought about Euphoria Season 1, and will you guys be watching Season 2? Are you guys looking forward to Season 2? Let me know in the comments section below. I personally am not sure. I haven't decided if I'm going to be watching Season 2. I thought this show was a little bit too dark for me. I kind of got a little depressed watching it, so I think I might have to change it up or have like a really long break from it. So we'll see if I'll be watching Season 2. But guys, if you liked this review or you want to just talk about Euphoria, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and you guys can always follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at _Denise Salcedo. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.